3, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One, rock on. Number one. Sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and some money on marketing schemes and free packages pushing dreams to the dreams. A dope MC is a dope MC. Making $1 record deal all MC. KRS-One, son. I'm not the run of the mill, 'cause for the mill I don't run. Yes, yes, y'all. You don't stop. KRS-One, rock on. Yes, y'all.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment here now to see the numbers for Dennis Schroeder.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele, and it's Maxey in at point guard. And for the Warriors, in at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Looney in at the center, filling out the middle. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And they double up Embiid. It's good.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Here's Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Hield outside. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. With the step back. Hield the pass to Curry. Wiggins outside. 6 to shoot. Curry against Maxey. Curry's shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Oubre kicks to George. Takes a 3. With the second effort. And Embiid lays it in.
And just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Hield the pass to Curry. Outside, Green. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the trip.
Pass to Yabusele. Takes the 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Curry's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Maxey passes to Yabusele. Here's George. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
An efficient mid-range shooter. It's because PG practices those types of shots. Listen up, kids.
Maxey against Curry. Pulls it from 20. Green for 2 points.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now, here's Oubre. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Sinks the triple.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And, Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. You know, how do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. And we'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. You take a look at the 76ers. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And I think for the 76ers, they've pressed all the wrong buttons this season. It's been a series of one failed move after another, on and off the court.
Well, sometimes you earn your spot in the standings, and they've done that this year. There looked to be so much promise, so much talent on this team coming into the year. It's just baffling that all of those things went south for them.
Now, here's Oubre. Down low. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Maxey out to the right wing. Here's the three. Embiid, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Green with a screen for Wiggins. For the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's George missing. Golden State's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Wiggins. Looney kicks to Hield. Green deciding where to go with it. Curry's shot is off.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Green. Curry dishes to Green. Hield from outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road. But no team ever happy with a loss. Put up a good fight. And they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. And that one misses. It is incredible that George is playing, Brent, at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, man, it's game time. Get up and get moving. Like everyone's watching.
Let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. 5th is Stephen Curry.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league, and that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Well, you look back at the NBA's free throw percentage leaders over the years, and so many of them have played the point guard position, mostly because they do a great job of penetrating, getting into the lane, and consistently draw fouls. So the more you take, the more you make.
Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Wiggins taking the initiative there.
Pass to Yabusele. Outside, George. Here's Embiid. The Warriors pull it in. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game play.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Now Curry, after the missed three from Buddy Hield. Outside Curry. Another shot, and it's good for two. Curry's got his second basket.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Looney. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Maxey.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry. Oubre pulls it in.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Fires from deep. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. Misses off the right iron.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Oubre finds George, and the three ball is good. George has got 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
First free throw is good. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Now, here's Maxey. That one goes. Count it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Wiggins. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Looney kicks to Kuminga. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Looney knows his role, good at keeping the ball moving and finding the right man for the shot.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Pass to George. The tray. Warriors with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Oubre outside. Here's Drummond. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
That one is off.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Wiggins, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Curry. No luck that time either. All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant and athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
And it's Martin missing. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Schroeder up top. They kick out to Hield. They get the rebound. Here's Jackson-Davis. And finally they hit one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Lowry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The thing that makes Kyle Lowry so exceptional and special for the role that he plays is he could create offense for himself, he could create offense for his teammates, and he winds those in so seamlessly.
First one falls for him.
There's a quality about the way Kyle Lowry steps onto the floor and plays with intensity that I think competitors and even opponents really appreciate. He just gives the game everything that he possibly has, and it elevates his play.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing here by 8. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. Good work defensively by Lowry. Philadelphia shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Pajemski. After the made shot from Joel Embiid. It's up a three. And it's Schroeder missing. The 76ers leading by 10. 30 seconds left in the first. Martin, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Green with a screen on Lowry. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 5.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Lowry out there with Jackson. And it's Council in at the 3 slot. Now here's Schroeder. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Launches from deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Lowry. Now here's Embiid. Here's the teardrop. Embiid punches it down.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Schroeder against Lowry. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. Can't get it to fall.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to Schroeder. Jackson Davis with it. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Now here is Lowry, following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga. Jackson, that's good.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Pass to Waters. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Kuminga.
And Kuminga is so physical. He'll get a lot of these.
The Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Martin's checked in for the 76ers. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it's Council missing.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Payton dishes to Schroeder. Green with a screen on Embiid. Here's Schroeder. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Outside Lowry. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Outside for Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
And throughout his career, Lowry's been a threat from that area.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Checked in for the Warriors.
Make some noise once again.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And maybe it's shocking, and maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's Moody. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland. Schroeder. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That's a big-time throwdown, and Oubre can really fly.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Looking to end his cold spell, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got 7.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Outside Martin. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Lowry for 3. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Embiid. Averaging 23 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
The Warriors making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Warriors trail by 16. Outside, Payton. Schroeder with a screen on Oubre. Beyond the arc. Oubre pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's good. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Shooter passes to Kuminga. Anderson, a screen on Lowry. It's Schroeder with the drop. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Launches it. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Now, Kyle has those nights where he just steps back and his range seems to increase with the confidence he has.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Kuminga. Good work defensively by Martin. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-3 run. Pass to Yabusele. Martin with a screen on Anderson. Yabusele can't hit. Warriors trail by 21. Shooter passes to Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
Anderson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Wiggins comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Wiggins against George. Here's Yabusele. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 9 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
There's the screen. Here's Yabusele. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Outside Curry. Pass to Anderson. Hield against Oubre. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And George kicks to Yabusele. Back to George. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 13.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Wiggins outside. Shoots. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid. Outside, Maxey. pass to Yabusele. Now Embiid. Embiid the screen from past the arc. Maxey, no good. Warriors trail by 17. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Outside Curry. Back to Wiggins. Paul George with the steal. Healed against Oubre. Three-pointer. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by George. Maxey's got 5 now. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Healed. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Green, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And the 76ers also making a change. Drummond's checked in. Puts it up. Oubre, good. Oubre's got his second basket of the game.
Well, going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
Healed outside. Back to Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Green with the ball. Will it go? That one doesn't drop. George looking over the floor. Oubre with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside, Green. Pass to Looney. Wiggins outside. And here is Curry. Healed with a screen on Maxey. And the Warriors miss again.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And it goes down 2 points. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Maxey, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Here's Wiggins. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And it's in there. Maxey's got 12 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early lead and a lot to like in the performance thus far. Would you agree?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me. If I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim, I thought we did great.
We know the adjustments are coming, and we'll see who takes advantage. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV,
You know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody. Kenny always knew what the floor looked like.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Warriors.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And the shot goes down. Embiid's got 22 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Outside Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 15 points.
How many times have you seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
Maxey gets to Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Embiid with it. Looney on him. Embiid, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Pass to Oubre. Embiid with the screen on Hill. Oubre can't get it to go. This Warriors squad struggling. On the wing, Hill. Covered by Oubre. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Outside, Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, when I think of those title teams and the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders, and the very capable ones, of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
That free throw, no good.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
Good on the second free throw. Here's George. He's got 13. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Yabusele. Shot clock at 5. Here's Maxey. No good from outside.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Wiggins sets a screen for Hill. Hits the three-point bomb. Hield's got 5 points so far.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Pass to Embiid. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Oubre finds Embiid. Fade away. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Maxey passes to George. They need this one. The rebound by Hield.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. In third, the Warriors.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
'76ers on defense. Outside Curry. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers leading by 20. Here's Oubre. And good that time. Oubre's got his third basket of the night right there.
I could see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Pass to Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Embiid, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Curry can't get it to go. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Green with a screen on Oubre. Three-pointer, Hield. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oubre kicks to George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Anytime George gets the chance from 3, if he's in a rhythm, he's going to knock it down.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Green. It's Curry outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 20 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Maxey finds Embiid over Looney. Green with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Pass to Looney. Fires from 14. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Maxey with it. Looney on him. Maxey, no good. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Embiid with the steal. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. On its way from Curry for 2 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Healed outside. Green kicks to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. No good with the triple. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Yabusele. Here's Embiid. Defended by Looney. And Embiid gets it to go. 26 points for him.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Healed the pass to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, Yabusele misses from short range. Golden State's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Curry dishes to Hield. To the paint. Here's Wiggins, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's the aggressive part of Andrew Wiggins coming out of him, forcing the defender that time to get his hand in there.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Stephen Curry. And he's good on the second.
As steady as Wiggins is across the board, it's his free throw percentage over the years that hasn't reflected really how good a shooter he is.
Pass to Maxey. Shoots the 3. Kept alive.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Jackson-Davis. Schroeder outside. And here's Wiggins. Hield sets the pick for Wiggins. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. Here's Maxey. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Kuminga, screen on Oubre. Hield way outside. Traps in the train. Hield's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. Oubre outside. Maxey on the wing. Another miss by Maxey.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Hield the pass to Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Schroeder. There's the triple. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From deep. Another miss by Maxey. Warriors shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Schroeder. Now here's Hield from downtown. And the rebound goes to Martin. Maxey with it. He's got 14. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Warriors shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup. Schroeder's got 9.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Maxey kicks to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Hield with it. That one, no good. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Council. No scoring in this one. Now Maxey. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Martin. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Lowry out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Council in a 2-guard.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the 76ers shooting well, 50% from the floor. And Embiid throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Podziemski with it. Here's Schroeder. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Martin finds Lowry. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Martin the pass to Lowry. Martin with the screen for Lowry. Just 3 to shoot. Can't hit from 12. Warriors shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Now, here's Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Pass to Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Waters is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Gordon's checked in for Kenyon Martin. And Embiid drops them both.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Schroeder outside, pass to Jackson Davis. To the middle, here's Kuminga, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Embiid with it, Jackson Davis defending. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Martin. That's now 32 points for Joel Embiid. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Schroeder missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Steps back. Gordon. Warriors with the rebound. Schroeder outside. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in. Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Payton. It doesn't go for him.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Martin. Outside Gordon. Embiid sets the pick for Gordon. Drills it from outside. Gordon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they run the pick and roll right there to perfection as Gordon gets the shot to go.
And here is Payton. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here's Schroeder. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Embiid with it. Over Payton. Embiid, no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Payton. Here's Waters. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pulls up. They grab their own miss. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gordon dishes to Embiid. Into the lane. And the layup is good. Embiid's got 14 points now in the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Kuminga with a wide open look. Offline with his three. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Down low. Outside for Lowry. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Schroeder. High arcing shot, and the rebound goes to Martin.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Warriors with the rebound. Schroeder outside. Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Embiid. Kuminga, no good. The 76ers shooting straight 49% from the field. Schroeder against Lowry. Martin from outside. Warriors with the rebound. Waters got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats it up for Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a setup for Kuminga. All he has to do is rise up and throw it down.
The 76ers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Martin with a screen on Schroeder. To the inside, Embiid. The shot comes out. The Warriors shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pass to Schroeder. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
Lowry kicks to Embiid. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Good D by Embiid. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Over Kuminga. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Lowry. Embiid's got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Schroeder passes to Waters. And it's Kuminga at the elbow. Schroeder outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Pass to Embiid. Lowry with the ball. Now Embiid, and they double up Embiid. From outside the arc, good on the triple. Embiid's got 39.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Schroeder against Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Payton kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Shoots over Embiid. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Martin with it. And here's Embiid. Jackson Davis defending. Goes up at the stripe. And the basket by Embiid. Embiid's got 41.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
With his finesse and his power, Kuminga can make it real tough inside.
Pass to Martin. Embiid inside. Jackson Davis defending. Here's Council. That 3 off the mark. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Waters passes to Schroeder. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Martin kicks to Lowry. Shoots over Schroeder. The Warriors pull it in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on it.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Joel, congrats on the win. A quality win. How did you secure it?
Oh, we played. We were tough tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensive, and we were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
Well, you're building towards something good, man. Congratulations on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Joel Embiid.